It's my great pleasure to be here today, standing as the Green Party candidate for Mayor of Greater Manchester. My name is Deyika. As you know, Greater Manchester is at the forefront of the government's plans to devolve powers to the regions. Those powers are predominantly focused on encouraging economic growth. With this in mind, we also need to appreciate that although Manchester is one of the richest cities in the country, it also has one of the highest levels of child poverty and some of the poorest public health in the country. Alongside that, 3 of the 10 councils in Greater Manchester are amongst the most deprived in England. Given these facts, we know that there is a major jobs issue in our region. Now, I've been a temp for a few years now, working in both large and small companies. I've seen the instability that large numbers of people go through. I've seen the struggle, the grind, and the hardship. I've seen it and I've lived it. We can do better. Now, although this version of devolution is definitely flawed, it does present an opportunity to address and influence some of the major issues facing Greater Manchester. These are primarily its development going forward, the widespread deprivation, and it's the chance for some real practical action to address climate change issues. With some thought and progressive action, we should be able to regenerate Greater Manchester in such a way as to provide meaningful jobs whilst addressing our environmental and our health concerns. So, the main issues I'll be campaigning on. Let's look at economic development. Several studies show that high levels of inequality are a drag on growth as it's commonly understood. So we will concentrate on 1, housing, supporting developments that contain social housing or at least contain an element of social rent. We will also explore with government the possibility of further funds specifically for stimulating the building of social housing across Greater Manchester. And 2, transport, continuing the development of better, cheaper public transport across all the boroughs, including the extension of the Metrolink. On the social side, again, 2 things. Health. Although not directly under the control of the mayor, the devolved health budget is estimated to be £1 to £2 billion short for the region. This is an issue that has been created from government, and we will support the Health Board to go back to government for the resources we need for Greater Manchester. And 2, policing. We will work with Greater Manchester Police to make policing more effective and representative. Where more resources are required to make this happen, we will support the service to secure them. And finally, democracy. Currently, communication to the Devolution Board is channeled through the 10 council leaders. This is not the way to encourage participation in local democracy. We will aim to increase the communication and influence to the board and the mayor through creating committees on councils that reflect the powers of the mayor, the creation of citizens' assemblies of proper standing, and we will also promote proportional representation. The vote for mayor itself will be in the form of proportional representation, so people can vote for what they value as well as what they feel is pragmatic. As well as those main issues, the mayor position should be a campaigning role which reflects the needs of the people. The NHS, clean green jobs, sustainable economic development, housing, better education, the environment, encouraging a real living wage, and pushing back against racism and xenophobia. These are all areas the mayor should be campaigning on. We can do devolution differently, and as the Green Mayor, I will. Thank you.